Welcome to the Sunday night broadcast. I'm here every Sunday at 8 o'clock Spanish time. And if you'd like to join these live broadcasts and participate in them and watch all of it, as well as all the back videos, you just need to subscribe via Patreon. And it's only $10 a month. And also I have a Wednesday night chat group as well. You can subscribe to that. What else? Yeah, I do one-to-one private sessions. And you just have to email me about that. Or you can email me via my website. I have I have 2 meetings in November so far. The UK and New York. And please subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to get up to 1,000 subscriptions so I can do live phone broadcasts. You don't talk about the illusion of separate person anymore. No, I don't. Because is it an illusion? Or is it just what's happening? Because who would it be an illusion for? Because life is whatever it is, isn't it? If it appears as a separate person, I feel separate. Well, no one's feeling separate. It's just that's life happening. Everyone's trying to feel like not being a separate person. Thinking that's going to be the answer to all their problems. You see problems arising, and separate person arising, and table is arising, and space, and everything, all at once, all at once. That's what's being talked about. So there's no point in talking about the illusion of the separate person anymore, because what's the good in it? What's the good in it? It doesn't help. It's no point in it because all there is just life happening. I could go into it if someone was asking me actual, genuine questions from that standpoint. I could talk about it maybe. But generally, it just is actually, I can talk about anything in regard to this, but generally, as the whole, it just doesn't interest me because I don't think it's relevant. It's like it becomes a process, and it also gives people this idea that there's something wrong with having this sense of being a person. If life is appearing like that, then that's life doing it. Life is free to be that. And I think that as a contradiction, talking about it in that way is actually gives more of a sense of relief. That's what I've been finding, that people are having a sense of relief with that. Because when you really examine the separate me, what is it? What is it? Is it an illusion? Or is it just simply happening like everything else? Because talking about the illusion of the separate person is talking about it dropping and there being then a no person. And then that sets up this expectation. And then someone asks, well, what can I do to get there? You see, that's the knock-on effect of that. Well, what can I do to get there? And then you have to contradict that by saying, well, there is no there. So none of it actually makes any sense in the end. All that can be said about the feeling of being a person is that it just is. It just is as it is. There's no point in me saying the me can drop and then saying, but it's hopeless. And it actually sets up seeking. It actually encourages seeking, to then seek for no me, because then the person automatically thinks, well, they don't have a me, and they don't have a me, and they don't have a me, and I want what they've got. But really, you don't know what they've got. Nobody knows what they've got or haven't got. It sounds great, but then again, what they are just human beings sitting on a chair saying something. And then we believe what they say. But the wonderful thing is that there is only everything, and that includes someone sitting on a chair saying that the me can drop away. So that's really what interests me now more, is not talking about what can possibly happen, but what is. And what is a total mystery. And that is wild and free to be whatever, including the sense of a location or whatever is appearing. It's actually quite genius that this can appear as looking for itself, but it is itself. So it'll never be found because it is itself. It's always itself. This is always itself. The wall is being itself. The table's being itself. These hands are being themselves. And they're all just happening at once. And there's no picking it apart. There's nothing good or bad about it. It just is what it is. Life, free. Free. But if people want to talk about this sense of separation and everything, I'm more than happy to go into it. Because I do it a lot on my Skype calls, we really go into that. And it's always really lovely, actually. But as a way of talking, it's stopped because it comes across a bit like a teaching in a way. But there's nothing to teach because nothing is needed. Nothing is needed because everything is already complete. But by saying that there is this illusion of the separate me and it has to fall away, it's saying it's not complete. And yet, and then it's qualified by saying, but that's complete. But no, that doesn't marry up. The sense of the separate self is complete. And the sense of I don't want to be a separate self is already life itself. So I saw that I didn't like that contradiction. I saw the contradiction in that and had a really good look at it myself and saw that it was just meaningless. Absolutely meaningless to talk about it in that way. Doesn't make any sense at all. And it's become this sort of desperately seeking for a no me has become almost obsessive with some people. There's a real striving to get there. And that's quite mad when you think of trying to get there. Trying to get to what? A no me. And who would be a no me? No one's being a me and no one's being a no me. Both are totally not relevant.